Be a 1-0 defeat to Concord, but surely we deserve more than that.
It's the way it's going, isn't it, for us? It's I don't know. It's like you start repeating yourself all the time. But as down as I was last week, and I was, with it. It's today. There's absolutely no point being down with that apart from the result. I'm not gonna. I don't think if anyone watched that game today, how we've not won that game, it's beyond belief with it. Yeah, of course, you concede early again. It is a problem. Look, every goal, every shot that goes towards our goal at the minute ends up in the net. And I'm not blaming the keepers either for that. It's not as if they're making howlers that way. It's just everything that goes towards goal ends up in the side of the goal. It just goes in. Deflections, whatever. It's and again, it was so early. But they rallied, they come back. We've missed from about 4 yards out. I don't know how Dom's hit the crossbar, if I'm honest. But again, look, for them boys in there who are on the floor, to rally round and come back and not refs ain't helping us either. It's how we've not got a penalty today is a joke. And whatever, if that gets you in trouble or not, it's an absolute joke. We've had it a few games now where we haven't got the penalties. It's hard to put your finger on it. It is hard, but look, we keep battling. As long as the supporters want us, as long as the chairman wants us, as long as everyone's behind us. I think it's clear how much we're missing certain players. And when Mantham come on, it changed us massively, having Sammy Mantham on the pitch. And that's what we are. We can't just replace players like that. They do make a big difference to us. And we're playing boys that haven't done any training sessions really. Then we're just wrapping them up and putting them out there. But look, as despondent as I was last week, I ain't going to be with that, because that should no way end up in a defeat. It's just crazy. But that's what it's done, and that's the way our luck's going.
And just going back to the penalties in particular, I think their boys slapped one in the box and then volleyed it. He's always set himself up with his hand, and then Kai Marsh-Brown's been, sort of scissor tackled. And
it's hard for Kai because, do you know what? He doesn't go down in the box. He tries to stay on his feet. I can't tell you which was the right or the wrong thing to do, because as a manager you want him to go down. Any touches it, listen, he gets kicked all over the pitch everywhere else apart from inside the penalty box. If someone kicks him, he should go down, but he don't. He's an honest boy, he tries to stay on his feet. But if you do that, refs need to reward someone for that. And if they do get taken out, give the penalty. The ref looks, I see him put the whistle to his mouth and he didn't do it. But look, I've got to be careful that we're finding excuses after excuses all the time. The results haven't been good enough. Second half against Dulwich was a disgrace. We had to make changes because of it. Not up until half time, by the way. We just need to get our noses in front. But I'm finding it hard to be too reeled down about that today. It's just gone against us.
And finally, Mantham back today. How far are we off Chris Paul and Carruthers and Dijon as well? I assume not fully fit today.
They shouldn't be playing. It's in real world. Mantham hasn't done a pre-season. He come today was a different class. Dijon, he hasn't really trained. We're strapping him up. Kai's obviously he's out there with strapmans all over him. It's the position we're in. We know what quality we've got in the camp. You can't keep waiting for it to come out, but the quality like that don't grow on trees. No team could. I don't think. I was speaking to Concord before. I don't think they've had an injury. We have. We've had. I've come across. I'm limping at the end of that game. I don't know why. But it just feels the way it's going at the minute. But look, whatever happens, it happens with stuff. I can only tell people we work so hard for this football club. We care. We generally care. We feel it as much as anyone feels it. We can't do a lot more than what we're doing. We're slowly getting boys back. I feel for the physios as well. They're trying to look after players, and we're going against them and just playing boys. isn't the right way to do things, but we got to. So look, this week we've been close to getting a couple of players in that would help us. Time went against us. We look to try and get them in for next week. And all we can do is just get back to training, get a tight group again. We've got, through no fault of our own, we've got probably too many players in there at the moment. But that's because we had the injuries what we had. So we just get our head down and work hard. We can apologise for the results. Like we can't. We're not hiding from it. No one's hiding. You know, all the boys are still in there talking to supporters. We're not running away from it. We're just getting a terrible run of luck. I've never known it. I've never known. I've been in football a long time. People I speak to in football, they've never known anything like it. It will turn. Again, one shot a goal, one goal. So even off target, I don't think there was any. But it's what it is, and we'll just build ourselves up for next week.
Thank you very much.